Philly sideline. That's wide receiver Devontae Smith. He played a big part in that win last week with 2 touchdowns. On the Commanders' side, wide receiver Terry McLaurin. No doubt ready to put together a few highlights here under these Sunday night primetime lights. The punter Tress Way set to get this one started. In Sunday night primetime, he's off and running. Brown with a return here. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. At quarterback, they're going to turn to the 7th-year dual threat, Jalen Hurts.
This is an instance where we got a good offense, really good offense, but it's running up against a great defense. And for all the success they've had moving the ball this year, they know this will be their stiffest test yet.
They go play fake with Hurts. He's got Devontae Smith. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, that really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. Ooh, boy, that play action nearly backfired right there, Brock. Took a little bit too much time to set it up and some quick thinking at the end there to get that throw away as the hit arrived.
Yeah, that's really well said because, you could feel sometimes as a quarterback on drop back, the timing.
Yeah.
Play action, sometimes it gets a little hairy. That was pretty savvy of him to find an incompletion.
Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. It was Mike Sanders still on that stop.
I don't think we're ever going to get away from the stat line of turnovers and winning that turnover margin being the biggest singular key in the NFL, Kate. But I'll tell you what, when you run for 100 yards plus, you win 70% of the time. They did a week ago with this guy, and he's off to an excellent start.
Brought in by his back here, it's Jency. Look at this effort, just enough. Then the first.
A gain of 7.
They call third downs. Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
Marshawn Lattimore on the tackle. He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
So second and 13 now after that last catch wound up losing him 3 yards. Here's Hurts. Hits his running back. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. It was the rookie from Ohio State there to bring him down.
9-yard gain on the
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Hurts with it on third and short. Making the call himself. And Hurts gives himself up after getting that first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide in practice for moments just like that. Actually, the slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Jency on the give, he's headed right. Cuts back toward the middle, and he's bottled up quickly after just a yard. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9. At the
Man in motion here.
21-yard line.
It's a chance to run it here. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
He was brought down by
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
A tight end in motion now. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. That's caught left side by Stowers. And he's going to have just enough for the 1st down. That throw was short, Brock. A great individual effort. They've got a fresh set of downs.
a gain of 9 yards.
You know, they call the heck of the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Running back sent in motion left. Shotgun give here to Genty. And a nice little run there gets him 5. 2nd down upcoming.
Game plan a week ago, it turned out pretty simple. Keep feeding him the football as long as it was working, and it never really stopped working. And I like that early carry here, showing you it's not just a one-week wonder. This guy's a workhorse.
Shotgun give now to Bigsby. He's going to be hauled down a few yards short of that 1st down marker, and also just beyond that, the goal line. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. Man, great read by the defense there. They attacked, and they found that runner quick.
You look up run blitz by a linebacker.
Yeah.
That is in the dictionary right there.
There it is. On 3rd down, Genty. And he gets in. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And tip of the cap to this offense, Brock. A bit of a surprising opening touchdown. Not because the guys on but because they're facing the NFL's best defense.
You know, sometimes, Kate, when you're facing, I don't know, the best pitcher in baseball, they like to say you better get them early. Because if you don't get them early, you're not going to get them at all. This defense will make some adjustments, but kudos for them to take advantage of that opening drive.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Returnable from the 2. Escapes a defender. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. And it's going to be the 3rd-year quarterback leading the charge. Winner of double-digit games in each of his first 2 seasons, Bo Nix.
Sure feels like the bye week came at a perfect time for him and his team as well. Right smack dab in the middle of the season, giving everybody some time to rest, recharge mentally, and really get yourself energized, Kate, to attack the rest of this regular season, starting with this contest.
Beginning this drive with a run by Allen. Oh, he loses the football. And the Birds got to it. Did not want to start like that. They get their shot to show what they can do, and they cough it up immediately, and they're off the field in one play.
Did you see what I saw there, Kate? I think I saw the excitement leave their body as somebody else was on top of that fun ball. If you're the type to believe in omens, well, this is a very worrying start to this game.
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. So following the fumble and the recovery, here comes 2nd and short. Shotgun handoff for Allen. This goes big, 25 yards before that tackle is made. And it is a first down, Washington. Well, we know, Brock, these guys boast one of the league's better ground games this season, but they're not impossible to stop. However, pretty good form so far in this one.
Well, they put together chunk runs like that, Miss Kate, they're going to go maybe top 10 to top 5. This defense better put a stop on it.
1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. It's the Eagles soaring to an early lead. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They've got a first to begin the frame. Knicks off the play action. It's caught. This is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And no shot at getting upfield after making this catch, so give him 1 on that short completion.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league. That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Here's Nix to throw. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Greek Woolen with the INT.
When you take a look at this win streak, well, it has really featured some different moments. Moments where their offense has taken over and moments like this where their defense has just been playmaking machines.
The Eagles and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with a home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them. By turning them against their own team, they were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
Counter give to Jeanty. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Working on 2nd down. Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Eagles.
Hurts. To the outside, this is brought in by Goddard. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
Hurts looking to throw. He completes it in traffic. And a good tackle as that ball is secured. Limits that gain to 8.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Great start on that first down. Only need 2 here on 2nd. Receiver in motion, going left. Here's a designed run. Hurts. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. It keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Makes a cut to the right sideline. And he gets home. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith. That is number 30 in his NFL career. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big gain, it takes the whole group, all 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front, receivers got to block on the perimeter. They all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. He dodged the tackle. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33. Here's Nix. He finds Tigakokwo for the grab. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Washington first down. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. Nix now to throw. Into the hands of his running back, Krosky Merritt. And give him a couple yards on this first down completion block as he steps out after that.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner and, really importantly, as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Eight yards to go, and let's see how they approach this second down. A give to Allen out of the shotgun. This is ahead for about 5. Herbie Joseph up for the stop.
I like that. Let that runner in. He's going to be motivated to do something with it after a fumble on the previous drive. Give him another shot, and he makes it pay.
Now Nix on third down. And that one's not going to be caught. Could have extended the drive, but the defender timed it perfectly, breaks it up. That means it's fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable in an incomplete.
That one complete to Diggs. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30. You're right at the 31. That's a gain of 10, and staring at that turnover on downs. Instead, they pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Play action with Nix. Cut for big yards on the right side. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove they're playmakers too.
And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's second and 11.
At the 13.
It's Allen again. He's tackled after a gain of about 6. It's third down now. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
Third and 4.
Needing 4 here on third down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. Throwing here, Nix. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. Now Nix. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Drops to a knee. Clock's going to run unless that defense burns one of its 2 remaining timeouts. So it's going to have to make those halftime adjustments on the fly. We're skipping right through to the starts of the third quarter. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. There's the fake. Here's Nix. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple.
Making that throw in double coverage to a running back, I don't want to live off of that, and I certainly am not going to count on it. But give some credit to the effort it took to make that catch with a whole bunch of bodies around him.
On 2nd down, Nix. And this throw is going to be incomplete. 3rd down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
It's Allen on 3rd down. And he only gets a couple yards. They are well short. It's 4th down.
Cooper to Gene on the tackle. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
The Commanders ready for the punt.
For the Commanders.
Takes this in at the 25. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Head coach Nick Sirianni readying the Eagles for their next series. They're on a 3-game winning streak, Brock, and working to stretch that out to 4. First and 10 from the 32. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Coming off a 6-yard completion, here's 2nd and 4. Genty from the gun. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, and they take him down for a loss. It's a nickel look from the Commanders. 3rd down.
Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
Putting the tight end in motion. They'll air it out on 3rd. In some trouble, not going to get away. They drop him at the 29. Nolan Smith. And now it's going to be 4th and 13. The Eagles are in punt formation. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Commanders set to take over. And coming off 3 and out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. Up the middle, here goes Allen. Oh, that one did some damage as he's finally hauled down. Gain of about 24. First down coming up.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
On the counter, Krosky Merritt. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. But as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd down give to Krosky Merritt. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Off the play fake. Here's Nix. That throw finds Okonkwo. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Put the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Allen can't pipe past that line. They stop him at the 3. Well, you've taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
Now a second down throw for Nix. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. That was Terry McLaurin on the target. And now they're left with third and goal. Nix looking to throw. And he's going down. They make the play at the 11. Jordan Davis. And after a loss of 8, that means it is 4th and goal.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their first sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there, well, the other areas of the team pick each other up.
And the shutout stays alive in the second half as that pass ball's incomplete on 4th and goal.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
The Eagles. Jump on offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Drive starts with Jency. Jukes a man, he's running free. Oh, that one did some damage as he's finally hauled down. A gain of about 24. First down coming up.
This defense had the chance. Had the chance to limit the amount of yards gained. As soon as that initial tackle was shook, you could just feel this running back gaining his momentum and gaining some chunk yards.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And 3 yards is all he's going to get. It's 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
That's the end of 3 on Sunday Night Primetime. The Eagles have the football, and with that lead, might have a win in just a little while, too. Second down now, they need 7. Throwing here, Hurts. Got a screen to the running back. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it in speed and not create a negative play for your offense.
Third down now after that last completion lost him a bunch. Running back sent in motion. To the air on 3rd and long. Throw right side, caught by Goddard. And they're going to wind up with about a 6-yard gain here as he's hauled down. Going to be a decent bit short, though. It's 4th down. On now comes their punter. Braden Mann will kick it away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Washington offense ready for its next drive as we take a look at what's coming up on their schedule. First up, they're going to face the Rams at home. Then they're at the Giants. And they'll be back in their own building and take on the Bengals. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. This is Allen on the give. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
It's on Allen, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Here's Nix to throw. Into the hands of Okonkwo. He's going to be taken down. Play goes for about 10 yards. And it's going to be 1st down Commanders.
And the Commanders, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
That's another Washington 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Nix. Dumped off to his running back. And his effort after the catch gets him up near that marker. Gain of 9, Brock. It's 2nd down.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Got 9 of the 10 with that last grab. Need to get the last yard now on 2nd. On the handoff, Allen. We're going to slow him up here after 4, maybe 5 yards. And that's going to bring up a Commanders 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Into traffic, complete. And he's going to get about 3 here, almost all of it on the catch. The defense was there immediately.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
Nix to throw on 2nd. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jahan Campbell makes the play.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've got him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Like, you've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They give up the gut to Bigsby. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Bigsby, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 10-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They send a tight end in motion. And understandably, they're happy to just let this clock run down to our 2-minute warning. Eagles close to picking up their 5th win. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They run it again with Bigsby. And this is going to get him right up near that first down. But he's marked short after a gain of 7, third down. Pinned down deep on your own side, Brock. You know what that defense is thinking. They want to stick it to you, but they still found a way to find a little running room there.
You spent quite a bit of time really in training camp. Not in season as much, Kate, but in training camp working on this backed-up situation.
Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. 40. Into the red zone. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Ball carrier. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
That one splits the uprights. And the lead now 21. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Commanders and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Here's Nix. And he will not find the connection on the other end there. Incompletion sets up second down.
Incomplete. The coverage by John Campbell.
Nix now to throw. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
What does that smell? Do you smell that, Kate? I kind of smell that right there. You know what that smells of? That smells of desperation with that pass.
Third and long for him here. Short throw, tipped. Oh, but he still got it. And he's not going to challenge for that first down. They take him down short of the line to gain after he picked up 5.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And it's incomplete as they took every chance that they had, Brock, but goal to go comes up empty. That's a turnover on downs. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Bigsby. Brought down there after a gain of about 14 yards. And that sets up an Eagles first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Eagles.
So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win.